Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, Elaine. How awesome is it that you can be with us and be on the opposite coast? It is great to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Claims of Truth Healing Circle. My name is Bonnie Sachs, and I am your host this evening. Um, it is great to have all of you here for the Claims of Truth Healing Circle. We are going to be talking about a claim of truth from the Book of Mastery, and we're going to play with energy and connect with our higher selves. Hey Cindy, hey Athena, it is great to see all of you here. Let me go ahead and cast a circle of light, specifying that only Source, Creator God, my healing team, and my support teams as needed be present for tonight's Claims of Truth Healing Circle, where we are going to be looking at a claim of truth from the Book of Mastery. This is actually Paul Selig's fourth channeled book. And the claim of truth comes from page 166, and it is, each one I see is an aspect of God, and each one I witness I realize as sovereign. Each one I see has a right to be here just as she is, and it is my gift to be seen and to see with the eyes of the Christ. So we are going to be looking at that claim of truth, talking about some of the energy and the healing that is possible when we use that claim. We're also going to be playing some energy games, and if people have things that they want to work on, they have something that's going on for them, you can always put it in the chat. I am happy to help you with that. One of the reasons why I have a healing team. It's not just me. And we're just going to have fun. This is really, really, really about being in community and taking ourselves, others, and the planet, the field, up in frequency as we do all of that. So may it be with the blessing, blessing, blessing of Source, that we continue to know our truth, that we continue to trust our higher selves, and we always, always remember that love is the only truth. With that, we say Amen, and there's always a chorus of ahos. So how are you all doing tonight? How is it going? Let's see, we had a new moon on Thursday, the new moon of auspicious beginnings. It was a fascinating weekend for me. It was just like I got a lot done, but God, it was a whole nother level of practicing how to just be in the moment. So yeah, that was kind of my experience. Gentlemen, we're happy to help you with your nervous system. We will be helping everybody with their nervous system. There is a lot of nervous system stuff going on, so we're definitely going to be working on that. Elaine is here with us. Speaking of community, community is not just something that happens, in one place. Elaine has lived in South Florida for a long time. I'm not even sure. I mean, you've been there for as long as I've known you. And she just moved across the country to Washington State. Woohoo! And yeah, absolutely happy to help you bless your new place, and know that you took your house Maria with you, and we'll give lots of blessings to your house, Maria. Everybody actually has a house, Maria, and that's a really awesome thing, you know, to know that you have somebody, some soul that is busy working on your house, constantly cleaning up all of those energies on it. So awesome, awesome, awesome. So excited to see you here. Whew. Athena got a lot done, but got a lot of rest done as well. Isn't that a beautiful thing? Hey, Ashley, great to see you. It is awesome to have all of you here. I'm so excited about this. So much fun. So much fun. Do I know what your house, Maria, looks like? That's a great question, and one that you can certainly ask. My house, Maria, always looks like a female, and sort of looks like, for those of you who know this reference, sort of looks like Rosie on, is it the Jetsons? I think it's Rosie on the Jetsons. But check in with your higher self and ask. House Marias don't all look the same. They couldn't possibly look the same. I was always a little bit like, why are they Maria? I mean, really, why are they Maria? How come they're not something else? Bill or John or, you know, something like that. Why is it a female? Who says the females are the one that have to clean? And the answer that I got so many years ago was that that's just what they're called. You know, it doesn't have anything to do with whether they're male or female or, you know, what they look like or anything like that. So, yeah, if you get an answer, Athena, let me know. Let me know. What does your house, Maria, look like? I was always wondering, how many house Marias do I have? There are some days I needed a lot more. So, excellent. You get a female soul. That is awesome. Awesome. So, we have our claim of truth. I just want to tell you guys, I thought this claim of truth was the coolest thing in the world, and it's not for a reason why you might think. So I got up on Monday of last week, and I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't done a claim of truth yet. The healing circle is in a week, and I want to give people time to work on it. And I walked out of my bedroom and I was like, what book is it in? And I immediately heard Mastery, and I was like, okay, whatever. It was far too early in the morning for me to be in a place of, but what if it isn't? What if it's not? What if it should be this? Or what about this one? I haven't used this one in a while. I grabbed the book of Mastery, and this is something you all can do with any of these books. It doesn't matter what book. I literally just was thumbing through, opened it up to page 165, and the words on 165 about you hear? Yeah, each man is given jurisdiction of her choices and her right to choose. I was like, huh, that's really interesting. And I was like, that must be something I need to read today. So I kind of got distracted with the whole claim of truth, what I was actually doing in the book. And I started reading this, and I was like, wow, this is really a lot about judgment and healing judgment that we have, and having an awareness that everybody has their own path. Wow, this is really cool. So if you ever think that we as teachers and TAs do not get distracted, that is not true. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh wait, I'm here for the claim of truth. And so I was like, it must be here somewhere. And I turned the page, and it was right there at the top of the very next page. So it was very cool to have it show up like that, to just be like, oh, okay, I know this is exactly what it is. And I had already kind of a clue that it was about judgment and healing more judgment. So I love this claim of truth. Each one I see is an aspect of God, and each one I witness, I realize is sovereign. We all want to be sovereign. We all want to have sovereignty over our bodies. We want to know that The information that we have is our information, and we really want to do that without judgment and fear and all of those other things. So here's another thing I love, love, love from this book. Every time we gather together, we transform the field around us. When I was having a moment of, oh my gosh, how is this circle doing and what else is going on? And, am I doing it right? Is there enough information? Are people getting it? Blah, 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 blah. Has anybody else ever experienced that? I read the line, every time we gather together, we transform the field around us. And I was like, oh yeah, this is about us taking the planet up, taking the field up in frequency. And every time we get together, no matter what that looks like, whether that looks like that we're online or a couple of us are getting together for coffee or we're texting each other, right? That's another round of gathering together. We are transforming the field around us. Now, I've heard it probably 3 or 4 times in the last week. For every one person that is standing in the light, that is being a positive influence on the field around them, 1,000,000 people are transformed. Now let's just pretend that that is the case. So here we are, 11 people right now standing here, working on the field, working on ourselves, being the light exactly as we are. That's a whole lot of people to start to be transformed. And there's a whole bunch more people that are not here in bodies. So thank you, thank you, thank you. You are absolutely doing the work, and there is nothing more required. Ta-da! Check, I'm done. That is the whole point. You are doing exactly what you are here to do. So, you ready to have some fun? I am. I want to have a little bit of fun. Okay, just a little bit. We don't want to get too carried away with all of this fun stuff. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. All right. Everybody, we have downloads coming in. Hold out your hand. You are getting a gift to transform more pictures, frames, movies, whatever it might be for you. So you ask the question, where do I have some pictures, frames, ideas that say that I'm not an aspect of God? Let's start with that one. Right here in my third eye. Might as well take care of that one first. I am not an aspect of God. You don't know who I am. Joanna, heart, perfect. Jill, third eye. Lower shoulder blades, that's a great one. Yep, third eye, awesome. Hey Kate, throat, another good one. They're all fabulous, right? And give yourself a little pat on the back, a little check mark. Recognize how much you all know. It's a lot. It's a lot. Okay, so I'm in the middle of page 165. Each man is given jurisdiction of her choices and her right to choose. I did not mix up the pronouns there. It literally says each man is given her choices, her right to choose. There are many roads up the mountain, and as there should be, there are different ways of moving up and beyond what you have known as a physical reality. The Christ as you becomes your teacher and lights the road, the path that you will take, but each man may know herself, himself, on the trek through her own aspect of this aspect of the divine that is your teacher. What does all that mean? There are lots of ways to do something. If we were all driving from my house to the mall, there are probably at least 5 or 6 different ways to get there. At least 5 or 6 different ways. There's also the really long roundabout, like you go way down 95 and then you come back another way. Like there are lots of ways to get there. Now, why would I be in judgment of how you chose to get there? That's your information about how you chose to get there. There are many roads up the mountain, and there are many ways of moving up and beyond what you've known, not just one way. That means each and every one of you are doing it exactly right. So here we are standing at the base of the mountain. Everybody take a look for your flag. Your flag is somewhere around. Whatever that means. You might have an awareness of the color of your flag. You might have an awareness of the pattern on your flag. Maybe it doesn't actually have like a color. You might have an awareness of the frequency of your flag. However it shows up to you, it is exactly perfect. Find your flag at the base of the mountain. So I have a checkered flag. It looks a lot like the checkered flags that they use race car races. No rules about it, just a checkered flag. Cindy, you have a purple flag. That is perfect. If you want to ask if there is something else on it, you certainly can, but you could literally have, you know, a white flag. I'm raising a white flag. Joanna, pink flag with a white heart. Perfect. So that flag is actually a gift for you. If you don't know what your flag looks like, feel free to put it in the chat. That, you know, you're just not sure what it looks like, but it's not necessary. Gentlemen, blue and white, but it's a Swedish flag. There you go. I don't know what color the Swedish flag is, but it's perfect. That's one of the things they continue to talk about in this claim of truth is that, you know, we want to release all our old ideas. Like, this is what a flag looks like. This is what a Swedish flag looks like, or the American flag looks like. No rules whatsoever. Kate has a turquoise and green flag. You may not even have anything that looks exactly like a flag, so that's okay too. It is a gift for you. This flag, this very first flag, is a gift for you. Here's my note for this gift. You always get to choose to claim your independence from what you were taught to see and how you were taught to see it. See, you never know how that all is going to show up. You get to choose to claim your independence from what you were taught to see and how you were taught to see it. Chill, rainbow flag, yes. It is Pride Month. I am the very happy mom of a daughter who gave me a most amazing daughter-in-law. So I do stand for pride. Ah, Cindy, a little blue flag under the purple one. I love it. I thought it was really fun that the minute I was like, oh, it doesn't actually have to look like a flag, that my flag started to look like an orb. It didn't have like a stick to it or anything like that, but it started to look like an orb. Still black and white checkered, but yeah, all perfect. You can put that gift, that flag, wherever you would like. It is for you. And it is definitely a gift to help us remember that we have sovereignty over our own bodies. Now, how that really helps us is to remind all the beings in the low frequencies in our body that we're in charge. Like, beings might think they're in charge, but they are not. You are sovereign over your body. Cindy, putting it in your neck. That's an awesome place. I love sovereignty. And we're going to start up the mountain. You may have an awareness of things around you as we start to head up the mountain. There is not just one way to go. I see some people taking off like they are going on a hike. I see other people getting into like canoes, and actually somebody has, this is the coolest boat, somebody has a boat that looks like it's made out of paper. You know how you can do like the origami, the little paper boats? So somebody has that. There are also some people that are like, they're like shaking out a rug and taking a rug up the mountain like a magic carpet. That's what I was trying to think of. A magic carpet. There are some people that are some people that are like swinging on vines. There are no rules, people. Really, there are no rules. I was in my head going, how can you be swinging on a vine? We're not in a jungle. But who am I to say we're not in a jungle? You might be in a jungle. So, healings for all of us who want to make some more rules up on how this goes, what this looks like, because there's certainly no rules about how it looks. Cindy has crystal poles and she's climbing up crystals. Yes, way to go. Awesome. See? No rules. You can climb up crystals certainly as you go. And those poles are gifts for you as well. Yes, I really do want that little paper boat. I'm having a whole moment also with how you go up a mountain on water. But that's an even better thing. Some of you are doing, I just saw the power lines. You're like, that's what it is. You all are like surfing on power lines up the mountain. So however it is, you feel free to go up the mountain. Happy to give you a healing on the atheist energy. It's like, oh, this is nonsense. I'm making this up. I doubt I'm getting it right. I have spent a lot of time being the leader of the atheist group. I am surrendering my position. Don't want to be that anymore. So you are looking for your next flag as you are going up the mountain. We are gathering gifts. You may have an awareness of gifts along the way. You might see some books along the way. You might see a particular crystal or a rock that you want to pick up as a gift. There are lots of gifts around on this mountain. I'm also available if you need a healing on something. Feel free. The next place where you land, where you find your flag, you will find somebody that you love. Cindy picked up shiny boxes and red balloons. Yes. Oh, I see balloons. There's a lot of balloons, people. There's balloons, there's flowers, there's crystals. Elaine, I'm happy to help you with your big toe. Higher self is like, yo, do you see this? Yo, do you see this? So on my left toe, that pad there is really swollen. It's been swollen for about 4 weeks. And I've been working it, and I'm happy to help you as well. Yeah, there's definitely a lot. Cindy's like, I am going for this. My next flag is an arrow up in gold. There you go. Looks like a whole bunch of truth, Cindy. And a reminder that we're always going up in frequency. Everybody who'd like to grab a pair of gloves, you can say thank you, Elaine. Gloves for our hands. I see it kind of looks like a watering station. I don't know. It's like, the tables are set up and it's like, oh, here's a whole bunch of gloves. And I see some of the gloves look like those gloves that you put on to what is that word? Like lotion, that they're filled with like lotion to treat your hands really well. So yeah, absolutely. I see some I see some gloves that look like big huge mittens, like if you were in the tundra. But I also see some opera gloves there. Feel free to grab what is best for you, what calls your name or what has your name on it. I'm also seeing going across the mountain. It's like wrapping around the mountain are a whole bunch of harmonics. They are gifts that you all are gathering as you continue to play. Did everybody find their way up the mountain? What are you on? Are you on a snowmobile? Are you on a skateboard? Are you on, what are those ones called? They're like skateboards with handles. On one of those? Are you walking up? I see somebody has found the escalator. There is an escalator there. Once again, there are absolutely no rules. Going to work on everybody's throats. Those are showing up. Our throats are definitely something that's filled with a lot of low frequencies. Jill, I absolutely love that. Way to go up the mountain in style. Like Mary Poppins with an umbrella. I love that. A rainbow umbrella. I love that. I think it's fabulous. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. I'm having a moment here. I'm literally having a moment here. Like, how come I don't get a fun thing like that? How come I don't get an umbrella like that? I mean, I guess a little paper boat is a really cool thing. But I'm like, man, higher self, come on, man. I want a rainbow umbrella. Lots of umbrellas coming in for everybody. If you want a rainbow umbrella, you can have one. They sort of look like to me, a lot of them look like the umbrellas that come in drinks. But yeah, that's how the quantum field works, people. The quantum field always works like that. I would like to have. Here it is. There you go. Cindy, are you singing? Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. Okay. Yeah. Could also sing supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Gentlemen, I am right there with you. Everyone else is so creative and I'm so boring. I have had a lot of moments of that in the last week or so. And I'm like, it's just how it shows up in this moment. There are certainly times that I am very creative, and I am sure you are very creative as well. I have seen you in Tantric Codes class, so some of those answers. Jill, you're right. I didn't even ask what color is my paper boat. My boat. Stop. It was looking like newspaper, and I'm like, come on, man. At least it could be like made out of the comics. In the old days when the comics were in color. And then just like that, it was like a splash of paint. So, yeah, ask, what does your path look like? Healings for everybody. I just saw a whole bunch of people. The minute I said, what does your path look like? I saw a whole bunch of people show me paths that look like nothing that I ever want to be on. Like they are paths that have shards of glass, that are just an effort. Everything is hard. It's just such a struggle. So big healings for everybody where you think that this going up in frequency is hard. It actually doesn't have to be hard at all. It is way more easy than you can imagine it being. We just have to keep moving those old ideas out, right? Yep, happy Zoya to help you move more of those ideas. Janelyn, yours looks like a path through a mountain that was on a t-shirt graphic. I love that. I guess it depends what kind of a mountain is on your t-shirt. But yeah, let's move more. Excuse me, distorted mirrors, pictures, ideas. That this is hard. It's not hard at all. It's just ideas that we have, and we just keep moving them. Oh, I like that. It's a very short path up in frequency. Perfect. Feel free to ask, where are you holding the most ideas that this has got to be hard? Mine is my sternum. Keats is her sternum too. Elaine, I'm giving you a big, big healing on fear, 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 fear. Happy to help you with all of that. That Dantien, we're going to keep working on that. Give everybody a gift in their Dantien. Thank you, Elaine, bringing that. Joanna, your sacrum. Yep. Janelyn, yep, third eye. It's like your third eye, and it kind of goes up into your frontal lobe as well. Elaine, working fear of lack right now, right? Yeah, you are on the adventure of a lifetime, Elaine. Or maybe not of a lifetime, but you're on an amazing adventure. And so you actually are trusting your higher self more than you can imagine, but that just means there's a lot of stuff showing up. And I'm happy to help you with that. And I'll help you with tobacco later. Jill, right rib cage. Yep. Look at you guys. You guys know so much. Okay, we're happy to give you a healing on that. It's not so much that it's difficult, but that it should look different. This is not what it should look like. It should be something else other than what it is. That is a great one. We're also going to move distorted mirrors for everybody. Yeah, those ideas that this is not the way it is. Here is the addendum to the claim of truth. Fits right in right here. The bottom of page 166. As you walk the streets, as you go to your workplace, align to the experience that this gifts you with. Here it is. I have the right to see in a new way. I have the right to perceive in a new way. I have the right to choose what I claim in my perception. I have the right to see in a new way. You can see this in a new way. It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be a struggle. It doesn't have to look different than what it is. What is the easiest, fastest way to do this? Let this be right. Whatever it is, whatever you are doing right now, that is exactly right. That is exactly what you are to be doing right now. Cindy, sternum and jaw. Awesome. That flag that you are following, that next level, there is someone you love there, whether you have an awareness or not. We are gifting that person. And we're gifting them with the same things that we are gifting all of you. And that is, that we remember who we are. That we remember that love is the only truth, that there is no lack, that we are in abundance at all times, that all we have to do is hold out our hands and ask for a gift, and a gift is always given. I get it. I spent a lot of years saying, okay, here you go. I'll put it in my throat, and not believing that it was there. It was absolutely there. It's absolutely there for you. Gifting that to people you love. And we're going to continue our journey up the mountain. As we go up the mountain, we're having healing on the idea that it is impossible to achieve a higher level of awareness. It is impossible to achieve a higher level of awareness. I'm not smart enough. I'm not old enough. I'm too old. I'm not doing it right. I should be doing it faster. I should be, I don't know, all of those things. There you go. It's too late for me. I missed the bus, for God's sakes. The bus came 5 minutes ago. Thanks, Zoya, for bringing that up. Let's move more clocks. We are looking for that third flag. If you're following that, you are continuing your trek up the mountain. You may have changed how you are going up the mountain. You might be swimming up the mountain. Somebody's doing the backstroke. I just think that's really fun because they're not actually in water. So talk about redoing the rules. And along the way, we are gifting the people who challenge you. The people who challenge you, the ones that you want to not witness as sovereign, not as an aspect of God. Yes. Right, Janelyn? This stuff is good. The people who challenge you. You don't have to have like a lot of, you don't have to be disgruntled about them, you don't have to have a lot of judgment about them. They can just be people who are just constantly challenging you. I see the ones before me with the eyes of the Christ. I see the ones before me in their truth. I see the ones before me through the eyes of love. Whatever it is that works for you. And these claims of truth, you can say to yourself regularly, right? You walk into your office and there's somebody there who is just challenging you. I see you with the eyes of love. I see you with the eyes of love. I see you with the eyes of love. I'll challenge you all just for the fun of it. Try it. Try it. Say it 3 times. Whatever version comes to your mind. I see you through the eyes of love. I see you through the eyes of God. I love you. I love you. I love you. Whatever it is, Repeat it 3 times and see if you don't notice a change. Not a huge one, not like, oh my God, I love you, but just to like, oh, okay, there's a little bit of a change. Yes. How are y'all going up the mountain? What are you doing? I've decided to dance up the mountain. Joanna, snowboarding. Cindy, I love that you have a testimonial there that it works wonderfully. And you don't have to remember it all the time. You can also just trust that it is actually happening, right? Oh, there it goes again. Oh, there it goes again. Ah. Gentleman says, hot air balloon instead of walking. See, who said you aren't creative? Look at that hot air balloon. I actually do see somebody has grabbed a whole bunch of regular balloons and is like flying, kind of sailing. I don't know what that is. There are so many ways to go. Do you get that piece? Right? Whatever way you are going up in frequency, right? You're doing it this way. You're working this job, or you're doing this activity, or you're, in relationship over here. Whatever it is perfect. There are as many ways to go up in frequency as there are people in the world. No 2 people are going to do it the same. Each one I see is an aspect of God, and each one I witness, I realize as sovereign. They are sovereign. They have their own sovereignty. They're doing it their way. Each one I see has a right to be here just as she is. And it is my gift to be seen and to see with the eyes of the Christ. Now that I think about it, there's really no coincidence that it is Pride Month. And we are sitting here talking about each one has a right to be here just as they are. Just exactly as they are. Who am I to say you need to wear a red t-shirt or blue shoes or a green hat? Who am I to tell you that? Pick your own hat. And in fact, if you'd like, feel free to pull a hat out of the quantum field that has been gifting us, right? I have a hat that looks like a like, there's something about the Swiss, I guess. Those green hats, they have like a little brim go over like this. Yeah, those hats. That's what my hat is. Cindy sliding up the brightly colored ice. There you go. See, I love that. Look how cool that is. Sliding up all the brightly colored ice. There's lots of different frequencies. Up we go. I want to grab onto some balloons, and I want to go up with some balloons. Somebody has a bird that's taking them up. That's pretty cool. Lots of ways to go up. I wonder how many ways I've mentioned tonight. Lots of ways to go up. Lots of ways to see all of this. I have a note here about how you were taught to see and how you were, what you were taught and how you were taught to see. About beauty. What is beautiful? What is joy? What is talent? What is purpose? What are roles? There is no one role, one type of beauty. Talent is up to whatever somebody says it is. It's beautiful. Lots of ways to do it. So here's another person who is, it's like they're, I see them picking a flower, and when they pick a flower, they jump up the mountain. So they pick a flower and jump up the mountain. They pick a flower and jump up the mountain. I love that. Cindy, yes, indeed. You have Joan and Jackson playing with you. You know that. They are playing for sure. Somebody's riding on a paintbrush. As they're riding on the paintbrush, it's kind of like riding on a magic carpet. Now listen, people, I just want to let you know this. If you had told me, even last week, that I would come up with this many different ways to go up a mountain, I would have been like, nah, I don't think so. This stuff works. This stuff works. This is what you all are doing. I am literally just checking in and going, okay, what is that? Ooh, that's really cool. Okay, what's another way? You can do this as well. Yes, there's sparkles coming off their paintbrush. It sort of looks, it reminds me of my friend's daughter. I've talked about her a lot, who is nearly 6 years old. She watches Rainbow Rangers, something like that. And they ride like rainbows, and there's always like these sparkles coming out of the rainbows in the back. So yeah. Ooh, Joanna, you go girl, go on that unicorn. Those unicorns are actually very high frequency. That is JoJo and, oh, come on, man. I can't remember now. See, I can only remember. You must be on JoJo because that's the only one that's showing up for me at the moment. If you remember, Joanna, tomorrow night, ask Kat what the name of the other two unicorns are. It is not Cece, so can you all stop that? I'm hearing all these other names. I'm like, okay. Pandora! Woohoo! Yes, Jill, that is one of the other ones. Jojo, Pandora, and Ted! Yes! Thank you, Jill. You got me started. Ted, Pandora, and Jojo. There you go. Look at that. How fun is that? I think I'm watching Joan on the dolphin. I keep seeing like this dolphin going up and then back down, like when they go up out of the water and then they go back down and then they come back up out of the water. And I really think that that is Joan, who is doing just a little bit of that. If you all know Joan, she is a dolphin person. Okay. Jill, I'm just laughing that you just said that. It was like, yes. Okay. As you get to the fourth flag, nobody is left behind. Healings for everybody who's like, oh my God, I missed the third flag, or wait, I'm not doing it, I'm not participating. Each and every one of you are absolutely participating. Participation is not just putting things in the chat. I'm sitting here watching you guys do all this stuff. So keep trusting that whether you wrote word one or not, you are absolutely gathering gifts, getting flags, going up the mountain. We're all going up, up, up. We're getting a healing and giving a healing to the world around us, to the field around us. If you'd like, you can feel free to ask your higher self, what color is the gift that you are putting out into the field? We're going to just make this really easy. There are oodles and oodles and oodles of gifts going out into the field. What color is the gift that you are putting your signature on? Joanna, green, yep. Jill, pink. I've got some of the blues. Jenlen's got the teals. You can do the same one. Like Jill does not have a run on the pink. Cindy, blue. Yeah. You just like loving and blessing the field and putting the gifts out. There you go. Green iridescent sprinkles too. Absolutely. Kate, looks like you're putting a lot of magic out there in particular. Yes, so that people understand that energy is real, that we can create with it. Beautiful. And of course, everything that you're putting out into the field, you are being gifted with as well. So, there have been a lot of claims of truth that we have talked about tonight. Each one I see is an aspect of God, and each one I witness, I realize is sovereign. I see the ones before me with the eyes of the Christ. I see the ones before me with love. I have the right to see in a new way. I have the right to perceive in a new way. I have the right to choose what I claim in my perception. Don't let anybody else tell you anything different. Blessings. When you say the word blessings, Jill, there are gold and silver sparks. You can also see them with different colors in them. It doesn't have to be just one thing. I usually see blessings, for me, blessings often look kind of like fireworks. Gold and silver fireworks, and they're just like blessings. And I'm usually so overwhelmed when I say blessings. It's just like so much love. Everybody take a look. Just go bless, bless, bless the field. Bless, bless, bless. Bless, bless, bless. It's really cool. You're not making it up. You're not making it up. Okay. Here we are. Believe it or not. We are at the top of the mountain. Now, I just heard a bunch of you go, yeah, but there's another mountain over there. Of course there's another mountain over there. We want to know that there is more for us. There is always more for us. But look how far you've come in the time that we have spent together. Here you are standing at the top of this mountain. Look around at all of those that are here with you. Ask to have an awareness of all the gifts that you have gathered. Now, please, please, please remember that this is not because I did anything. This is because you did it. I'm leading the adventure, but it is because of who you are. Not because I'm the one, pulling this stuff or doing that. I'm just here leading us along the way. You are the one that is creating all of the magic, all of the gifts, all of the going up in frequency. I get to say, each one I see is an aspect of God, and each one I realize is sovereign. Everyone has a right to be here exactly as they are. These beautiful, magical, powerful beings of light. That's what each and every one of you are. Standing in your truth, trusting your higher self, knowing that love really is the whole truth and the only truth. Huge, huge blessings for each and every one of you. Whew, it is warm in here. I know who you are. I know what you are. I know how you serve. You are free. You are free. You are free. You are here. You are here. You are here. I see you in your beauty. I see you in your right to be. You are love, you are love, you are love. We all are absolutely on a rainbow-colored slide flying. We are so much more than we remember, and we just have to remind ourselves. Be in community. Attend things like this and go, oh yeah, that's right. I am so much more than I remember. I am so much more. Whew. Okay. I just asked the question. I'm like, okay, so is everybody here? Is everybody present? And I literally just saw, like, Joan get off of the dolphin and go, yeah, I'm here. Yeah, here I am. Yes, we are all here, absolutely. Gathering gifts, standing in our love and our light. Trusting, trusting, trusting. All right. Oh, I have some really funny friends. They're making me laugh. I just see like a whole bunch of them. They're like, yes, 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 yes. We did it. We did it. We did it. We went up the mountain. Yes, of course you did. Absolutely. All right. Any last questions? Any last comments? Any last healing? Anybody needs? Remember, you can always, always, always text me. You can jump on Facebook and send me a message. There are a lot of ways to contact me, but please, please, please know that there are always a bunch of us that are willing to help, able to help. Please, please, please to help. Awesome. Enjoy the view for the rest of the night as I seal the field unto the light of that one true source creator God. The one who's responsible for all the magic, all the love, all the joy, all the remembrance of who we are in truth. I thank my healing team. I certainly thank Source. I thank all the support groups. And most of all, I thank each and every one of you who joined me to play, to have fun, to gather gifts, and to remember not only how magical and beautiful and powerful we are, but how much we can transform when we all are together, when we were all in community. I love and bless each and every one of you. I hope you have a fantastic evening. I hope you remember just how awesome each and every one of you are. And with that, I say amen and aho. I will see you here in 2 weeks for some more fun. Who knows what kind of adventure we'll go on, but I'm sure we're going to have fun. Take care. Have